This video shows you how to view results in RHVAC. In this project, we've entered general project data, room data, and system data, so we're ready to see the calculation results. The simplest window for viewing results is the Load Preview window. The Load Preview shows you the load and supply airflow requirements at each of the program's 4 levels: building, system, zone, and room. In addition, certain system-level loads, such as duct latent gains, return duct loads, and ventilation, will appear under the System row. Now let's click the Custom Graph button to get a good overview of where the loads are coming from. The Scope combo box lets you choose which level you want the graph to be based on. Here, we can choose whether the graph is for heating or cooling. Let's switch to cooling. The same data can be displayed in either pie or bar form. Let's switch to the bar graph. Now let's open the Select Reports window. The Reports tab of this dialog lets you choose which reports you want to see. Your report selections are saved within the current project file. Click the General tab. These options are each fairly self-explanatory. The choices you make here are saved globally rather than in the current project file. Click the Title Page tab. You can choose any picture file you want for the title page picture. Click the Fonts and Colors tab. This area shows an example of what the report headings and body will look like. You can change an item's appearance by clicking it and then changing the font or color. For example, you may want to change the font of the body of the reports. Let's click the word Body to try a different font. Let's change the body font to this one. Now click OK. Now let's change back to the default font. Click the Preview button to save all our changes on this dialog and open the Print Preview window. Notice that the Print Preview window has its own toolbar. The Reselect Reports button opens the Select Reports dialog again so you can change which reports are printed or make other changes. The Refresh Reports button lets you regenerate the current set of reports so you can see the results of any changes you made on a project window, such as room data, since you opened the Print Preview window. The current page number and the scroll bar position remain the same after the reports are regenerated. The Print All button prints all pages in the Print Preview to your printer. A Print dialog opens before printing so you can change to a different printer if you like. Print Current Page lets you print only the current page of the Print Preview. You may find it useful to first print a single page to see if you need to make any adjustments before printing all the pages. Print Selected Pages opens a dialog that lets you choose only certain pages from the Print Preview to actually print. The Open Report button lets you open an RVF file containing a set of Print Preview report pages you saved earlier. The Save Report button lets you save the current Print Preview to an RVF file that you can open later, either in this window or in the separate Report Viewer program that was installed with RHVAC. The Save Report and Email button lets you save the reports to an RVF file, which is then attached to a new email message you can send to someone. The body of the email includes a link to let the recipient download our Report Viewer program from our website if necessary. You may want to use this option instead of sending someone a PDF of the reports if you want the recipient to see the reports exactly as they look on your screen and at the highest quality. This feature only works if you use a desktop email application instead of a web-based email system. The Save as PDF File button lets you save the set of reports as a PDF file. Save PDF and Send to Email Recipient first generates the PDF file, then opens a new email message with that file already attached. This feature only works if you use a desktop email application instead of a web-based email system. The Next Page and Previous Page buttons let you navigate through the reports one page at a time. Note that you can also use the Page Up and Page Down keys on your keyboard to do the same thing. The Page Number box lets you type a page number to go to or select one from the drop-down help list. The remainder of the tools let you change the current zoom amount. These two notes are optional and can be turned off by unchecking the Include ACCA Approved Notes on Title Page checkbox on the General tab of the Select Reports window. The Project Report shows you some project-level inputs and calculation results. The Miscellaneous Report shows each system's design conditions, built-in duct sizing inputs, ventilation and infiltration, and duct load factors. The Load Preview Report is essentially the same as the Load Preview window, except for the visibility of the net tons and recommended tons columns. For the report, you set the visibility of those columns on the General tab of the Select Reports window. Since we are using the built-in sizing, the simplest of the three kinds of duct sizing available in RHVAC, the Duct Size Preview Report shows that the living room should have 3 ducts 6 inches in diameter, and the main trunk should be 7 by 9 inches. The Total Building Summary Loads Report shows you all the loads at the building level. If your project has multiple systems, you may want to instead print the System Summary Loads Report, since it prints this same information for each of your systems. The Building Pie Chart report shows you the main loads in a pie chart, which helps you see at a glance where the loads are coming from. The Detailed Room Loads report shows you the exact load of each item in the room. If you ever think the loads are too high or too low, this report is one to review. Notice that the title says Average Load Procedure, which means that the system is not multi-zoned. If there were multiple zones, it would instead say Peak Fenestration Gain Procedure, and the glass sensible gains would be higher. Since we used the pop-up Equipment Cooling Loads window to enter our 375 BTUH of equipment, the stereo item we selected is listed at the bottom of the report. The Room Load Summary Report for the system lists each room's gain and loss, supply CFM values, and the heating and cooling equipment we selected for the system. Thanks for watching.